Push Effect Podcast in full effect. We are live here. We got my man Leeke in the building.
What's good? What's good?
From Devone Logistics. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing, boss?
Man, I'm chilling, man. It's hot outside, man. I'm just trying to stay cool, brother. How you feeling today, man?
Hot, man. Hot and busy.
How was the travel down?
It wasn't too bad. You know, shoot. It was a nice smooth drive. We got down there the fast way.
Work.
Sports car type style, you know.
Oh, the sports car. What you driving in?
Well, I was riding with my brother. He got the Q50S Sport, so, you know, zoom.
That boy riding clean, ain't he?
Yeah, he's something like, ain't the caddy, though, but, you know.
Word. So, my boy Devone Logistics is in the trucking business. He's been in the business for how long now?
Honestly, I started in August.
In August?
Yes, sir.
How's it been so far?
Up and down, boss.
Up and down.
Up and down.
Okay, talk to me about it. What's the up and downs?
I mean, the ups, when I first started my company, I probably went broke the first time, honestly. I put like everything I had in savings into this one truck. And I remember my first load on it. I drove it all the way up to Michigan and it broke down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it broke down, man, with the load on the truck. I'm just like, golly, man, this can't be life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm a very relationship-oriented person. So the fact that I had a relationship with the dealer that I bought the truck from, you know, we worked it out to where he was like, look, man, I know, you know, we'll take fault on that. You get what I'm saying? I was like, dude, this is like literally the next day it broke down. There's no way. So they fixed it. At least they're supposed to fix it. And, I mean, you know, I was rolling after that. I mean, I think after that, like, business was booming.
So what happened? So did you get the truck used and then, like, because usually when you get stuff used or anything like that, after they sell it, they really don't have to, like, deal with you anymore.
They don't.
Type
yeah,
thing. That's a good
don't.
thing that you had a good relationship with them.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, it's used. I mean, a lot of people buy trucks used anyways. Like, you're buying brand new trucks, you got money.
Right, yeah, the things are expensive.
Shoot, you don't even know to have.
Right. So what kind of problem was it?
I think it was the radiator had cracked, and then it was something else was going on with the engine as well. I forgot. It was like the brake system went out, the braking system literally went out, and I was going through the mountains, and so I had no brakes. You know, so I had to rely on the training that I had with my CDL to make it down the mountain safely. So.
Oh wow. So, okay, talk to us about the CDL part. Do you actually need a CDL to, you know, do what you do? Because you have a box truck, or do you have
box trucks?
You have box trucks. So do you really need a CDL to use a box truck?
No, you don't. I mean, depending if it's over 26,000. Excuse me. If it's over 26,000 GWV, then yes, you need a CDL. I mean, what I personally do, no, you don't. But I mean. See, I didn't start off. When I first started off, I drove an 18-wheeler, but I felt like it wasn't for me. You get what I'm saying? I felt like I was too short for the job. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the box was just, I like that better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference between, it's just basically the size of it, right?
It's a lot.
There's a lot more mechanics to it.
Yeah, a lot more mechanics. I mean, you have to know what you're doing when you're driving an 18-wheeler. I mean, a lot of them are 10 speeds. And, I mean, you got to learn how to drive one of those. I mean, I can drive one of those, of course. But, I mean, backing up is probably the hardest. You got to know about your offsets. I mean, you got to be on it in one of them. You know, ain't no chilling, you know, for sure. I mean, the straight trucks are 1 units is what we call them, box trucks. You know, that's a lot more smoother. You get what I'm saying? Like, you still got to make wide turns, but it's easier to control, especially when backing up.
Right. So we have Devone Logistics in the building right now. And we basically just bringing these young black entrepreneurs up here, business owners,
right,
to really give, you know, a positive outlook and actually a real outlook to how to start the business, and just giving basically all the inspiration they need for somebody to actually, you know, get up and start this. So what would you say to somebody that's really like trying to start this business?
I would say,
what would you start?
Honestly, I would definitely start with some kind of professional training, because a lot of these people get into this business and don't know anything about, especially just the driving portion. But there's a business behind it. A lot of people are like, oh, you can make X amount of dollars a week or a year or whatever, but they're not telling you about the downs that will come with this business, the mechanics, the time. Time is just not on your side in this type of business. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have to deliver a load at a certain time. Traffic always just ends up being the worst enemy. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you kind of got to know how to play this game. You get what I'm saying? It's a game of chess in this truck and not checkers. You know, this isn't easy money at all by any means. I mean, for somebody who wants to do this, do the things that I do, I mean, first, I'm going to be honest, you need to have deep pockets. Like, that's just 100%, because things will go wrong before you even make money. And you just have to have that perseverance and drive to keep press and keep going. Because I mean, it's been tough for me, low key. I feel like I still haven't really got to where I feel like I need to get on it. Where I want to be. But I mean, you just gotta keep pressing. You know what I'm saying? You can't give up regardless. So you just gotta be resilient.
Right. And when you say deep, so if somebody doesn't have deep pockets, where do you think they should get the money from? Actually, just
if you got good credit,
right.
then you can rent a truck. But then that's another overhead. So like to rent a truck, I mean, whether it be a straight truck or you want to rent an 18-wheeler, it can range from anywhere from $600 a week to like $1,000 a week, and that's not even including the insurance that you got to pay, and that's monthly. And insurance is like $1,600 a month. You get what I'm saying? And then to put a down payment is double that. So it'll be like $3,200 down, $1,600 a month. You're paying $600 a week or whatever for this rental, plus gas, and gas is going to be $800 a week. So you see how this is adding up?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah. You're looking at already a $5,000 plus overhead before you know what I'm saying, before you even make anything. And let's say that week you may only bring in, 1,000, maybe 2,000 maybe, but look at how much you're coming off the top and how much you're really going to be taking home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a driver, he got to get paid. That's 25% off the dollar. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's
right. So how much do you pay to drive? Do you pay the driver? What's basic driver pay? Like 10% of each load?
Oh no, you won't have a driver at all.
Right. Like what is it?
It's 20 or 25%.
20,
the highest is 26%. Okay. I mean,
even in box trucks, even in doing like hot shot and stuff like that.
Yep, 26%.
Okay.
Now if they, you got somebody who like you a lot, I've even heard people pay their drivers 30%.
Oh wow.
But they must have a lot less overhead or something, because there's no way that you can pay that driver 30% and still have all the overhead, Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, so do you do hot shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so explain to the people what's the difference between hot shot and just basically expedient, like just straight delivery and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess straight delivery.
Is there a difference?
Not well. So hot shot is a little bit different. So hot shot, you looking like a flatbed. Like let's say you have a dual axle truck with a trailer, a gooseneck behind you. Mm-hmm. Like hot shot's basically like, okay, you're picking up like ship. You ever seen the show Shipping Wars?
No. Like on Discovery?
Discovery or True TV or whatever. Like that's kind of like what hot shotting is, quote unquote. What I do is like load board. I mean, you can call it hot shotting, but it's load board. So basically, we're all on a load board, and we're bidding for loads. So that in the process is itself, like I actually learned how to do dispatching myself. Mm-hmm. First, I was paying people to do it, but to me, they just didn't work as hard as I felt like they should, or how hard that I feel like I can work for myself. So it's kind of a process with that, because that can be the most, I guess, aggravating or annoying part about this business. Mm-hmm. Is the dispatching, because it's just like, let's say me and you are bidding on the same load. Mm-hmm. Let's say you go in at $1,200, I'll go in at $11.99, and they'll give it to me because I'm $1 less.
Oh wow,
it's that type of business.
Is that a type of business?
Yep.
And that's crazy. Yeah. So how long did it take you to learn the dispatching portion of it?
Honestly, it took me a day. Like I was on it.
And then that's the service that you offer right now, right?
Yep, I do dispatching. Yep.
Okay, so talk about you do credit report,
repair. Yep.
Credit repair, and I was thinking of a credit report, but a credit repair, and you do dispatching.
Right.
So how important is that to this whole business?
It's like it goes hand in hand, like a lot of people and I'm actually about to start offering master classes to teach people how to do trucking from ground up. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna have that available here shortly. I'm working on that. But yeah, credit goes hand in hand. I mean, because without good credit, I wouldn't even be able to get my first truck. That's just what it is. Credit is king, you know, so you need to get your credit right first, unless you got deep pockets to go buy something.
Right.
These
are just little gems right now. He's going to be charging that. He's going to be charging soon for it.
I got to now.
Right. So this whole credit report thing, I don't think people really understand, especially in our culture, how really important it is, because you can have $100,000.
Right.
But your credit is bad, you won't get shit. Like cash is king, but credit is, you feel me?
Yeah, credit is king, because credit can bring you cash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Credit can bring you opportunities, put you in certain situations because you got credit, So, and there's also like different forms of credit too, in my opinion. Relationship credit. Oh, that's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
Relationship credit. To me, of course you got your regular credit, then you got your relationship credit. So it's like, if I have a connection with you, then let's say you have a connection to somewhere where I'm trying to get to. So the fact that I'm connected to you, boom, now I'm connected to that person, and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like the relationship.
Right.
So never burn a bridge with anybody, you know, treat people with respect, or, you know, just come stand up, because that credit with people, now that's success
Right.
right
And
there.
and when you're talking about relationships and stuff like that, how important is that to keep that good relationship with people that you're actually delivering to? Because I went on a couple of ride-alongs with some people I know that are in the trucking industry, and he was just telling me how important it was to, you know, keep these people like in good standings with you, because you know, like he basically, he always kept his truck clean.
Right.
He kept a collar shirt on, all that, just to keep it like professional. Because some people, you know, you driving to different places, they look crazy and just stuff like that. Yeah. So it's just one of those things that he likes to keep a good rapport, because you're gonna need them down the line type thing.
Right. I mean, yeah, relationships, everything, especially out there on the road. Like truckers kind of have this like unspoken bond. Like, so I know when I was broken down in Detroit, a trucker came to the, you know, my aid and, you know, helped me out for, you know, to at least get me off the road and things like that. So, I mean, that's, you know, the relationship is just everything with truckers too, but also like with these carriers and these receivers, you know, your goal is to try to solidify a contract in this game. You don't want to stay on the low board forever. I mean, that's just what it is. You're not going to make a lot of money. You may make a lot of money. It's like, you know, you might hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? But you want to try to stay consistent as possible. So you want that carrier, that receiver or shipper, to call your phone every time they have something. Hey, look, I got a load going from so-and-so to so-and-so. This is every, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays or whatever you want this lane, pretty much. Yeah, like that's how like it worked with me. I ended up getting some dedicated routes and everything because of how I treat people, how my drivers are supposed to treat people too. To me, we go in with the relationship aspect. This ain't just hurry up and unload me so I can go to the next route. No, this is, I tell them to treat everybody how I would treat them. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Like, you know, be friendly, you know, crack a couple of jokes, you know, because you don't really get that in the trucking, where a lot of people are just pretty anal, you know what I'm saying, about the whole situation. So we got personality. Like, I would look more into personality more than worth ethic, honestly, because that gets you longer.
Have you met any asshole truckers?
Yeah, man. It be them redneck truckers for real.
Right.
You know, but they still be showing, you know, respect, you know, especially like, it's like when you go to the gas station and, you know, you're on the diesel side, all the truckers park over there, and they be seeing me walking through the diesel side, they be, oh, that little dude getting to it, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they be stopping, like, yo, I see you out there doing your thing, you know, whoop and talk. Yeah, it's been cool, man. It's just a relationship, just, you know, going to different places, man. It's cool. It was cool.
So what does a young black business owner mean to you? Like, what is that? Like, what does this mean to you? Like, did you ever think you'll be in this position right now?
Yeah, kind of, you know, because, you know, as you know, I used to do music.
Right.
You know,
you still do music, right?
Maybe sometime, you know, I do it for fun now, not necessarily as hard as I was going with it. But once I learned that music was a business, I started to carry myself as a business. Like, the people that I was involved with started molding me into a business. Like, you carry yourself like that. So ever since I kind of got that mindset, like, I knew that 9 to 5 wasn't for me. There's nothing wrong with somebody who has a 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I feel like as us being black should be the ultimate goal, to be our own bosses, you know, because the black dollar can really go long if we put ourselves in these positions to, you know what I'm saying, to make money and stuff like that. A lot of people are afraid to take risks, and a lot of people are comfortable, you know. The 9 to 5 is going to promise you, you know, your guaranteed check. But I feel like you put in that same effort that you put in to make, you know, the other guy rich, you can make yourself rich, or at least sustainable, to where you can, you know, it's the freedom. You get what I'm saying? It's not even necessarily the money. It's the freedom that I can just wake up and not have to worry about clocking nobody's time clock. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to the mall, go to the mall. If I want to link with the bros, I can do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just that freedom, that time that is
getting
yours.
your time back.
Yeah, you own your time. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part about being an entrepreneur, period. Like, anybody should be able to tell you, the money will come. I feel like the money comes with hard work and dedication and consistency. That's going to come regardless of what anything and everything you do. So you just want to free up your time. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Talk about that risk factor, though. Talk about what you have to do to like push yourself to that risk. Because a lot of, when you look at a risk, you're like, you assess it in such a way to where it's just like, most of the time you're looking at it as a failure. Like, you're looking at it as like, oh, I really can't do this. Right. So, but how do you feel like you push yourself to, like, because when you're looking at a truck, right? You're looking at it like, oh man, this is 30,000. I don't have 30,000. What am I gonna do? Type thing. or if I know where to get it from, but dang, I'm gonna have to pay this back. Is this gonna work? How you like talk about that risk factor? Like you had to really push yourself to get to that point.
I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of when your spiritual kicks in, because, I mean, as us being earthly beings, like we can't, there's just only so much we can take. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to call on God, like, God, I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just pray for just understanding and peace and just whatever whatever his will is to be done. You know what I'm saying? So, call on God at that point. I mean, because, we can do, I mean, it gets like that. Like I'm in a situation now, like before this interview even started, they're telling me about how my truck is pretty much like it's, fucked up beyond repair. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm just like, don't tell me that. Like, there's got to be something we got to do. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, it's stressful too. Like I've been just dealing with that for the last 2 weeks. So it's just like,
so dealing with that, like what is the best truck to get? Like, what do you like? What would be like an ideal truck to get, like for like first time truck buyers?
It's really not even necessarily the truck, but it's about the engine. I mean, the Cummins are probably the number one.
The better engines.
Yeah, the number one engine. It's like a Honda essentially, but they're kind of hard to come by. And then
for a good price, because they're mostly in the Freightliners.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And the Freightliners are expensive. Like they're made to go for sure. Mm-hmm. And then Caterpillar engine's a great engine too, but it's like copping a BMW for a truck. Mm-hmm. So it's just like everything's expensive to touch that, and that's what I have. And I'm just like, oh. But they're made to they're built tough for sure. It's just when they break. They break.
And a Caterpillar engine is usually in what, like internationals or Hinos?
Maybe. A Caterpillar engine can go in anything. It can be in a Ford. It can be in a Freightliner. GMCs mostly. Fords. I mean, those mostly have Caterpillar engines in them. I mean, yeah. And then
you got the trash. Do you have any trash engines that you should probably stay away from?
God, what is that? The ProStar engine?
What about Max Force?
Yeah, the Max Force. Yeah, that's horrible, man. Those are not the move. I heard they lock up and it's just over for you.
And it's wraps.
Yeah, they come in internationals for the most part. Mm-hmm. So if you get an international, you need to make sure it doesn't have that. Those
Max Forces. What makes them so freaking bad though? Like what makes them so like? Are they like just not made well? Where are they from?
Don't give me a line. I don't know.
Right.
I just know that they're not the move.
Right. Yeah. That was the first time my mentor in this trucking business, he told me, he was like, yeah, just stay away from Max Force. I was like, okay.
They're not the move. They lock up. They're not made to last at all, man. You're gonna it's a money pit. Take a risk with those, man. I mean, they will work if they're like brand new. But I mean, you don't get like about 30,000 miles, maybe if that, before it messes up. It's over for you.
So how do you feel about, if somebody doesn't have the money or the credit to get a truck, how do you feel about leasing? Is leasing more?
You still gotta have good credit for that.
You still have to have good credit for leasing too as well?
Credit, yeah.
Okay.
They gotta run your credit for sure. I mean, because they want to prove you. Like, this is a business loan, essentially, like a commercial loan. This is something different. Like, you mess that up, it's over for you. Like, so. Right.
And then, what about, would you rather, if you first started out, would you rather have bought the truck, in hindsight now, would you rather have bought the truck or would you have leased it?
Probably leased.
Leased? Yep. In hindsight?
Yep. Now that I'm on the other side of the fence, yeah. For sure, because the lease, they take care of the maintenance. If your truck breaks down, they'll just give you another one. Mm-hmm. But you had to make sure you made an X amount of dollars a week. But that's the only bad thing, too, because every day ain't the same. Mm-hmm. So. And
then what's a bad cents per mileage when leasing a truck?
What do you mean bad cents per mile?
Like if they're charging, say Enterprise, you're leasing it from Enterprise, and they how do they charge you? Do they charge per mile, or do they charge per day? Like how do they do that?
I think it's just per usually people they usually rent them for like at least a week or so. So I mean, I don't know because I never went that leasing route necessarily how they charge. To be honest, I don't know. It's a good question. I just know that it's only up about $600, $800 or $1,000 depending if you got a rig or a box truck.
Okay, that makes sense. So there's different aspects and different ways that you can become lucrative off this trucking business.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can if you have solid contracts. I mean, yeah, you got solid contracts, you can definitely survive in this industry. I mean, I just actually inked one too, so last 2 weeks. So that's why I'm just ready for my truck to get ready, so I can go ahead and.
Oh, so you got a contract now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it.
How does the contract thing work? Like they just send you over like your work for X amount of months or a year, or
Yeah.
How does that work out?
Yep. With the contract I got, they'll let me know what's going on pretty much like a week in advance. All I know, like 2 weeks in advance what's going on every day. You know, my driver gets to be home every day at a certain time, you know what I'm saying, start at a certain time. So, yeah, it's better for him and for me. And, yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's, you know, it's like, it's not necessarily guaranteed, but it's guaranteed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's more money than what I've been making. So, hey.
Hey, man, congratulations on that, bro.
Appreciate it. God's
Man,
good.
yeah, bro. You already know, bro. Bro, let's get out this trucking stuff, man. How's the YouTube stuff going? We got what's the YouTube called? What we got going on?
Twinvue, TWINVUE. Honestly, the YouTube. Me and my brother started doing the YouTube.
He's actually one of two of the same face, but two different people.
Yeah, exactly. Me and my brother kind of started it, and I remember one day I was talking to him. I was like, man. Like, we them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate to just be cocky with it, but you get what I'm saying?
Right, you got to, but
like,
you got to be.
We are, like, everywhere we go, like, they know us. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They know us. Like, especially in the South, they know what's up. We can't go to the Ave and nobody don't know us. You get what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So it's just like, we started it, but I think what messed it up was because we were so far away. I was living in Greensboro and he was in Raleigh. So it's just... This man don't want to drive. You get what I'm saying? I'm surprised he drove here. You know what I'm saying? I had to get him to drive here for real. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just, it didn't work out. And it's just like, oh, man. And then I think we were kind of just trying to find a lane, too. Like, we were kind of doing, like, sketch comedy, which we're all doing wrong. We're funny. We can still do it. But a lot of editing comes in. And it's just like, I feel like now, where we're at now, our lives are just kind of, like, interesting to me. Like, I watch these videos. Like, we're going to drop next week, no lie. Like, we just been racking up on videos, getting it together. But... my life is interesting. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it's interesting. And then, like, we have a love for cars. So we're intertwining our lives in cars. Like, we have cars that we want to build.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah. See,
so you really into cars. Okay.
We love cars, man. Like, we grew up around. I remember my dad told me a story. He said when we used to cry when we were little babies, and he said what would get us to be quiet was put us in, he had a Z28 Corvette Camaro, and we used to get us in the back of that and ride around, and we would just be quiet. Like, just hearing the engine just... Wow. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? So we always had love for cars, man. I mean, I go to all the Cars and Coffee. I try to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love cars more than people. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just something about a car that just, like, a car can turn me on like a woman.
Right. What's your favorite car?
Shoot. I mean, right now, I could tell you my gold car. I mean, I do want a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Lamborghini Gallardo, Performante, to be honest. But I have a gold car because I've been kind of going crazy with cars. I only had about maybe like 4 or 5 cars in the last 2 years. I mean,
sheesh.
No lie. I had
what happened? Like, you just decided to trade them in or do something different? What happened?
Yeah, I mean, see, they shouldn't have gave a young dude good credit. You get what I'm saying? I was just in and out of cars. I got bored with them and just get another one. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, I don't have no cars. I had Mercedes, you know, whatever. Like, I just like, okay, on to the next one. And I got the Caddy Coupe, and it's like, I'm doing good because I had this car longer than what I've had my other cars. You get what I'm saying? Because I would have daggone got rid of this and got something else. Like, you know, I guess it's just the luxury of getting other cars to figure out what I really like and what I can really build. But see, a lot of people don't have the car that I have. Like, I have the ATS Coupe, and not a lot of people have them. I mean, they're very rare anyways. This is what the guy told me anyways. They're very rare to find, and the fact that they're like I'm gonna build it, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man.
You better add on to it.
Well, I just
that jump about to be crazy.
I only did like the exhaust system so far, so it definitely sounds good for sure.
Right.
But I'm gonna upgrade the turbo intake, put a downpipe, get a tune on it, and then that should bring it up to about over 500 horses. So
this boy about to be racing, ain't he?
Yeah, you don't want to line up with me.
Right. Y'all gonna? Why don't y'all just start a car club?
We did have a car club. I had one in Greensboro when I used to live there.
Oh, for real?
Luxury only. Yep, luxury only, man. Like, it was just a bunch of luxury cars, and I feel like because everybody got the Mopars going, but to me, it's the lifestyle. Like, my homies would tell you, like, if you see the hotel we're in right now, right. You get what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Like, the lifestyle of luxury to be, you know what I'm saying? I feel like because we're black, you know what I'm saying? So we should live like this because, you know, other people live like this anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the lifestyle that I feel like that comes with it that I want to, spread a light on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I'm the richest person around or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? I worked hard to get where I'm at, and I'm still not where I want to be. But I'm saying that it's just somebody exposed us, me and my brother, to the rich lifestyle. And it's hard to not want to do that. To not reach that success. So that's what I kind of was trying to create with the car club. But a lot of people, they didn't really get the vision. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't get the vision.
So once the mind, you basically saying once the mind is expanded, it'll never return back to its original form.
Of course, yeah. A lot of people, man, like me and Gary, and even well, everybody, who's sitting here with me. You get what I'm saying? Like they seen lifestyle that's so far past where we come from. You get what I'm saying? Like the type of levels that the people that we hang around play at. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like it's just we're all, I feel like, chasing that spot. We all want to be at that spot. You know what I'm saying? Like my goal is honestly, like with this YouTube and everything like that, when it does pop, you get what I'm saying? I'm taking my people with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I'm taking them with me. We're going to give them jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, my bros over there big as I don't know what, so they're going to do some security or something for me. You get what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When you get on, you take your people with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take care of your people, because that's how I feel. That's how I've always grew up. You know what I mean? So, loyalty over everything over here.
So, what y'all got? What y'all got planning on for like the YouTube? Like, what's some stuff they can expect from you guys?
Definitely the builds of our cars. I mean, doing cool stuff like that for sure. Yeah, because we want to kind of show a new light. Like, we're gonna show y'all what to do with luxury cars. Like, yeah, y'all build Mopars all day and tomorrow, but you ain't never seen a Cadillac built. You ain't never seen if anybody about to do it how we about to do it.
Right. Like, what color's the Cadillac?
Silver.
Silver. I thought you had a black one for some reason.
Nah, it's
I would think you would have something like black. Did you have a black car?
Yeah, I had my Mercedes was black.
Okay, I'm about to say, I feel like you had a black car or something.
Yeah, my Mercedes was black. I threw that with like 20-inch rims, custom rims. Like, yeah. Yeah, I got some plans for the Caddy. Like 4Gs are coming soon for it for sure. I mean, I don't want to say too much because me and bro got some crazy stuff planned. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, you're gonna see us. Like, you're gonna be like, wow. Like, I want to get my car in magazines. Like, all of that. Like, it's just, I would love to be like even just like a brand for Cadillac itself, to be like, because Cadillac is known as the old man brand. You know what I'm saying? Even when I go get my car oil change, ain't nothing but old guys and old mans, old women in there. So, ain't nobody my age in there. So they see my drink pull up, sign the house, sign it, like, dang, they ain't looking all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy. I just want to just, show people a different perception of Cadillac and just luxury, period.
Right. So how do you feel about like young black business owners right now? And we're seeing like an influx of them, and like a lot of people are kind of just waking up to the fact that we do want our time back, and we do want our, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to live like our parents type thing, working a timely, like my mom just is about to retire after 50 years at a job. Like, who wants to do that? Who wants to do that?
Nobody,
like,
not me, not this generation.
That's ass. I mean, congratulations to her though. Like, I'm just saying, well, she would know too, because I tell her that all the time. Like, I don't want to live like that at all. Like, but like, where do you feel like the state is for our generation is right now?
I think a lot of us want to be entrepreneurs. Like, that's just what it is. It's just being pushed out. You can, especially during COVID, that changed a lot. That woke a lot of people up. It's like that woke up the hunger in you. If you had it, you was going, what I'm saying, establish it. If you didn't, you just didn't have it.
Right.
And a lot of people had it. Like, shoot, ain't nothing you can do. You ain't had no job, so people got creative, man. People got rich off of COVID.
Exactly.
So I mean, yeah, everybody. I feel like, I mean, we got to rise up, honestly, man. I mean, I want more black bosses around. I mean, I roll around with nothing but bosses. You get what I'm saying? Everybody got their own thing, doing their own thing. And got the records to prove it. You get what I'm saying? So you also have to surround yourself with people who are like-minded, or at least going to where you want to go. You get what I'm saying? You can't say you want to do this and you hang with cats that don't do nothing. It's like, put it this way, a guy who works a 9 to 5 can't tell me about being a boss. Right. How can you tell me about being a boss? You clock you clock a time clock, which ain't nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with it.
There ain't nothing wrong. Let me put that. There's nothing wrong. Yeah. There's nothing wrong.
With
doing it. But you can't tell me how to be a boss. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like me being a server and I'm trying to tell you how to be a cook or something. You can't tell me that. You can't speak on that. You get what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, I can't hang around you because you're not going to where I want to go. You get what I'm saying? You're comfortable. You making a decent salary. You good. But I want to be with somebody who's trying to get somewhere, because their drive and hunger is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're grinding because every day you got to put in work. So to me, ultimately in the end, when you work for yourself or you grind hard for yourself, you're going to get further off along than working for somebody, because you have to wait on when they want to promote you, or they may give a promotion. Another thing that killed me too about the 9 to 5 thing, man, I was supposed to get promoted and I didn't. Like, somebody white got it before me. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, and I worked my ass off for it. Like, I put up more numbers than they did. I worked harder, stayed later, got there early. And then once I figured, you know what I'm saying? I thought I would be in the next level in that company, but nah, somebody else got it just because I feel like she looked good or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, nah, man, this ain't it. Like, you know, it's just being taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, man, like, I'm going to just start my own thing, do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, no.
That's one of them things that you, when you grow up in this stuff, like you see the real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the real life. Like not everybody, just because you work hard for it doesn't mean that somebody else feels like you deserve it type thing.
Yeah.
And it's ass because stuff like that does happen to somebody that doesn't have that drive to be their own boss.
Right.
And they have to sit there and look at it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I think I already told myself if I ever became a boss, I would treat my employees a lot differently. First, I don't even call them employees. Like they're my team. Like my guy that works for me, and I even say his name, Bryson Mayo. That's my dog for sure. Like, you know, that's like, I could trust him with the business bank account. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he ain't an employee. I don't talk to him as an employee. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're on the same level. I can't do what I do without him. And that's what people fail to realize. Like, when you go to these jobs, they need you. You get what I'm saying? So how you treat somebody that you need like a peasant. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nah, heck no. Like, I've been remember times I had to bite the bullet and not pay myself, but make sure my driver got paid.
Right.
Make sure he good. And when he broke down on the truck, I made sure he was in a hotel. I paid for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm putting that personality back in the truck, and trucking is so hardcore and, you know, every man for himself. Nah, like, dude, we people. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to treat people differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the business of blessing people. That's how I feel. You get what I'm saying? And shoot, that's why I feel like I would never, ever be broke. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what my ex's father told me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Good advice. He's a pastor and everything. And it's just like, when you bless other people, you'll never be broke. You get what I'm saying? Now, you may be low of cash, you get what I'm saying, but you'll never be broke. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, and my perception of money, I guess, is a little different.
Man, that's what's up, brother. So I always like to end everything off with something positive for the people at home. So what would be some advice for some young entrepreneurs just growing up?
Like I said, surround yourself with, you know, where you want to be. Like, sometimes the people you growing up around or hanging around are not on the same path, and that's okay. Like, when you're going to the top, everybody can't come with you. You get what I'm saying? When you flying them PJs, you know, your homeboys can't rock with you sometimes. You get what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just like, if they're on the same mindset, the same hustle, the same drive, then that's where you need to be. You get what I'm saying? And even females, too, can get you besides the point, you know, because then that's a distraction, too. Sometimes you got to isolate yourself and just go after what you want. You know what I'm saying? Open your mouth. Don't be afraid to speak, because, you know, you miss opportunities if you don't speak. Like, you never know. Somebody standing next to you, be a millionaire, billionaire, or just a connection that can bring you to, you know what I'm saying, to the next level. Also, appearance. Right. I was telling somebody this yesterday. Appearance is everything. Exactly. It's like, you don't get to redo first impressions. So I try to dress nice all the time. Like, you get what I'm saying? Don't try to go out the house with just sweatpants and just, if you do, make it look fly with it, look clean with it. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Because you never know who you going to meet or who you going to run into or who you could even possibly help. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I drive luxury cars. You get what I'm saying? Because when I pull up, you see me. You don't have to hear me. You get what I'm saying? Right. I don't have to be loud or obnoxious. My presence is going to be felt. So that's why I dress a certain way. I carry myself a certain way. I carry myself as if like a king, in a sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, you feel the energy, you feel the aura. Like, but at the same time, I'm very humble about, you know, what I do as well. But that's just what a millionaire told me. Like, you got to dress the part. You get what I'm saying? So all that comes hand in hand. Like, your appearance is going to get you in the door. Your personality, your drive, your hustle is going to get you past it. So
I heard that.
That's it, y'all. Y'all hustle out there.
That boy dropping gems, right? Yes, talk about, okay, give them your business and your social media and everything like that. What you got coming up?
So, listen, y'all make sure y'all follow our YouTube page, me and my brothers, man, Twin View. That's TWINVUE. As V as in Victor. That's on YouTube and Instagram. You're going to see more than just YouTube with us. We're going to be brand ambassadors. We're doing modeling. We're into everything. You get what I'm saying? We're going to be on every platform. Watch, you're going to see. We're going to be in magazines real soon. Like that I'm speaking in sentence. That's nothing. Affirmations. I spoke the success before I became successful. Just a little side jam. But yes, y'all make sure y'all follow the Twin page for sure. And then you'll be able to find my personal page off of that as well. I mean, like I said, if you guys need any dispatching needs, Devone Logistics LLC got you. You know, you can find me up there. yeah, reach out. I'll help you out. You already know the vibes and the ways.
Yes, sir. This is Raleigh motherfuckers, man. I swear to God,
Yeah,
man. This is a Push Your Fit podcast, and we out.
All right. Yeah, let's get it.